Hey guys, my name's Jess, you're watching GameSpot News, and it turns out video games are still too brutal for Australian eyeballs, as our long history of banning games now has a new entry. As a person in their mid-20s, I often wonder what kinds of entertainment I'm allowed to consume. Fortunately for me, the Australian Classification Board has stepped in to let me know what's okay and what's not okay, as they refused classification to Outlast 2. The Classification Board has said that Outlast 2 has been identified to, quote, depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or revolting or aberrant phenomena in such a way that they offend against the standards of morality, decency, and propriety, generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. They added that the game may have been considered for an R18+ rating were it not for a section that depicts implied sexual violence. As such, there won't be an Australian release of the game unless developer Red Barrels decides to alter the problematic sections and resubmit the game to the board. Bit of a history lesson for you. It wasn't so long ago that Australia didn't even have an R18+ classification for video games. So if it couldn't be filed into an MA15+ rating, said game would be refused classification. As you can imagine, this is far from the first time a game has had trouble with the Aussie Classification Board. Fallout 3 was originally banned in Australia in 2008 for portraying morphine in a positive way, so Bethesda decided to rename it to Med-X in all versions of the game. Hotline Miami 2 never received classification, and South Park: The Stick of Truth was only classified after extensive edits, although I'd say they handled their region-specific edit quite well. Having had the pants scared off me by Outlast 1, you think I'd be more than okay with the sequel staying off our shores, but it never ceases to amaze me that government bodies can tell fully grown adults what entertainment they can and can't consume. To play devil's advocate, it sounds like Outlast 2 is going to be a brutal game, and I'm not entirely convinced the inclusion of sexual violence is necessary. However, surely that's the entire reason for putting said warning on the box underneath the R18+ label, so any adults who want to pick it up can make an informed decision. That's my 2 cents anyway, but do let me know where you stand on this one. It seems I'm not the only one who got sucked into Horizon Zero Dawn, as Sony has announced that it is one of its biggest PS4 exclusives that isn't part of a franchise yet. The robot dinosaur hunting simulator is the best-selling new IP from Sony for the PS4, having sold 2.6 million units worldwide in its first 2 weeks. Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios boss Sean Layden said in a statement, "We knew Horizon Zero Dawn was going to be something special. So to see the incredible critical reaction to a brand new game world translate into this level of sales is really gratifying." Guerrilla Games managing director Herman Hulst chimed in, saying, "We're thrilled that Horizon Zero Dawn has been embraced by critics and players alike. Developing the game was a labor of love, so it's extremely satisfying to see that it elicits the same passion and enthusiasm from the gaming public that we felt during its development." Hulst also confirmed that a story expansion is in the works, though no more details were shared. For those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild to death, I have good news. 4 new games are coming to Nintendo Switch this week. The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus was originally supposed to be a launch title for the Switch, but was delayed for reasons beyond our control, according to developer Nicalis. But good news, the roguelike will arrive on the Switch's eShop tomorrow for $40, and includes the base game along with everything added to the Afterbirth Plus expansion, including new items, chapters, and a whole bunch of hidden cool stuff. There are also Switch ports of 3 classic indie games, Human Resources Machine, Little Inferno, and World of Goo, which are all $10. That is everything I've got for you today. Do leave me a comment down in that comment box. Let me know what you cared about today. Give us a subscribe if you liked today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow for our top 5 stories of the whole week.